It's funny. This kind of stuff happened in 2008, and one of the biggest things after 2008 that happened was because companies, unless they put the systems in place to actually follow the rules right now, the action of hey, there's a late payment or you missed a payment thing that shows up on your credit can actually happen. So one of the things that we tell people right now is yes, you can call your mortgage company. Um, you can ask him for forbearance on your mortgage, which means before the mortgage is due, please do that because otherwise you're going to be just late. Don't just not pay. If you call up the company, one thing that I always make sure that you would do is ask for the person's name that you're talking to. If they have an employee number, note what time you talk to them. So if by any chance that something happens where you still see that late on your credit, you can call up and go, hey, listen, I talked to, Mike at 2:37. Please pull up the recording. He told me that this is not going to happen because one of the parts of the stimulus package is that no foreclosures are happening, no late charges, no late fees as a part of people pushing their mortgages 1 or 2 months. So you can call your mortgage company, say, hey, listen, I want to talk about the forbearance um, option. And what they do is they say, okay, do you need 1 month, 2 months, 3 months? And you can call them every month and go, listen, I want to pay half, I want to pay this much. Now, what's going to happen? It's not like you don't just pay your mortgage. They're going to push it. And then you have options once you start paying. They, like we called our mortgage company just to see what the process would be. They told us that we can do it um, all in one payment. So just, write them a big check that you can spread it over 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, or that they can modify your whole loan and just extend it so that it will be a different interest rate, which would probably be lower and longer term so that you add those mortgage payments to the end of your loan. But there are options later. It's not like you're not going to pay it. You're just going to pay it at a later date because you're potentially having, cash flow issues today, but it is an option. Same thing, car companies. So if you have a, Citigroup or Bank of America or BB&T or whoever you might hold your loan, a lot of them have already put on their apps and websites. So what I would tell you is set up an account. Like we didn't have an account with our car loan people. So we set up an account. We went in there and there was a big red button that said, hey, do you want to skip a payment because of COVID-19? I don't know if if you remember, a lot of those companies were promoting that for Christmas. Hey, skip a payment in December so that you have more money for Christmas presents and stuff. It doesn't hurt your credit. It doesn't show up as a late. They already have as a part of their system. So I would tell everybody, if you're really struggling, if you were let go, if you're one of those many, many, many people, again, you didn't do anything wrong. This is something that's happened to all of us. So take advantage of what the government is doing for us and the Federal Reserve is doing for us to call these companies and ask for help. It is not a problem at all. But logistically, you just have to call. Most of them are already ready. They're dealing with it. It's not a pride losing experience at all.